This is Southern Purple One. I want to bring you some more intel firsthand. It's not getting any better. It's actually probably getting worse, or more people are contacting me. I would like to publicly thank you. If you're sending me this information, thank you. I do not respond back to each one. It's just a time factor, but I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So if I don't answer your email back, and a lot of people don't want one back, they just give me some information, I appreciate, and I'm hearing that a lot of the subscribers and people that watch the channel love it. So thank you for contributing and doing your part. Even some people just give me the price of gas, so it's cool to see that. But let's get right into it. All right, this is locally. My buddy wanted to buy a 125 pounder. Those are the ones about bigger than a 55-gallon drum. There's none to be bought at the propane place locally. He actually said, the owner of the company said that he has a whole list of customers, pages of customers that want to have propane put in, but they have none of those tanks to service them. Let's see. He also said that propane is stable right now locally for another month, and then in a month they'll reevaluate their prices. All right, in California, no mental health appointments. 6 months wait to get a mental health appointment. There's just not enough mental health providers. Jack in the Box, the restaurant, starting out new workers for $19. Now, granted, this is California. $19 for new workers. Gas here is $6 plus. Waiting list for new cars over there in California, and there's a markup of about $5,000. Also, a GM is making you sign a waiver because some of the cars are incomplete. They're missing some of the chips in certain things. That you still drive the car, but you have to acknowledge that with a signed waiver. He also said rent is crazy, $2,200 plus for a 2-bedroom apartment and not in a great area. This comes from a hospital worker confirming CT dye short supply. Dye for heart catheters, short supply. Port needles for chemotherapy cancer patients, short supply. Epidural needles, short supply. And many other things. This is a worker for a small highway construction company. They're running out of work because of lack of supplies. Can't get the job done, don't have the material. He also noticed, where he drives every day, about 2 to 3 weeks ago, he's noticed that Walmart had their 18-wheelers always out and about doing things, but now there's a bunch of them parked and not moving. He said that's not right, weird. This is from a security officer. I've talked to him maybe a dozen times. Nice guy. His hours are reduced. He's only getting 29 hours. I think it's something to do with COVID. People aren't at the office, so they don't need the office open as much, so he can't work as much. Actually, I think he took a little pay cut too. So that's intel. He's struggling. I would love for you to pray for this guy. Just call him Mr. Security Guy. Great guy. He's hurting bad. He's feeling the pinch of higher prices and his low wage. He's just not making it. He's going backwards in life. Probably some of you are too. Pray for this guy. Michigan. Farmer that usually plants 6,000 acres is only planting 2,000. Directly result of the fertilizer shortage and high costs and diesel going crazy. Also, another pig farmer up there. He is not going to be raising his pigs to sell to a name brand company for meat. He will just be raising them for breeding and piglets. That's all he's going to do. So there's a whole mess of meat for his little pig farm, and they said it's a large pig farm that won't be coming to available. And if he does raise them for meat, he says he's not going to make any money. He might lose money. So why would you go through all that work and risk losing money? This is from a commercial HVAC guy, heat and air guy. Very large company. Can't tell you the company, but he says parts are usually a month out for any part. Electric boards are 3+ months out. Motors are 1+ month out. They have no oil filters and filter dryers for this brand of chiller. He didn't want me to name the brand of chiller. Also, this brand of chiller made everyone a few months ago sign and connect to the internet. Their chiller is directly connected to the internet. So he says it's vulnerable. I guess it could get attacked. It could get turned off or turned on. Could have lots of crazy things happen. Maybe you could turn it up so high that it could cause a problem. If you did connect to the internet, you were charged more. Also, search and rescue members saying a long wait time for quality rope for their search and rescue team and other safety equipment. This is from a pharmacist. He's in the middle of the East Coast somewhere. shortages of injectable medication, lidocaine, normal saline, sterile water, medical plastic containers, blood thinners. He went on and on. Just hard to get, shortages, getting worse. Let's go to Idaho, a lumber mill. Parts are taking 6 to 8 months to get in because they're so expensive. The suppliers aren't, having them in stock on the shelf, so they got to wait. Also, the other day they had a board inside one of the equipment. Computer board goes out. Luckily, they had an old one that they could put in there, but the mill did go down for a little bit. They're short desperately workers. They're giving pay raises. Also, you get a weekly bonus of $200 if you work a full week and don't take any days off. He also said he would be surprised if they're still working by fall, that mill. Let's switch over across the sea to Australia. This person looked at wood heaters that are, I guess, made over there, and they're 40% up. Also, they noticed a roll of shop towels, 30% up in price. They had some massive flooding there. A lot of houses were destroyed, businesses were destroyed. Now they're having problems getting material to rebuild. They have shortages of tradesmen. Skilled tradesmen not there. They're having massive problems trying to rebuild. This is a civil engineer. I'll just say they're in the military. I won't tell you any more than that. Concrete for projects a year out for them. This is a meat plant in Iowa. It looks like they're going to shut down one of their smoking plants because of lack of meat. Lack of meat. So they're going to shut it down. And this is a name brand company that puts stuff in cans, and I ain't going to tell you the name. She did not want that to happen. All right. This is a guy in Alabama. He is just a Joe Blow average homesteader, is trying to put up some really good quality fencing, and he's having problems locating posts and the actual fencing material. He just can't find what he wants, so he's got to go with a lesser quality product. But he says that's the problem. He wants to buy some good stuff, can't find it. From Canada, coal shortage in parts of Canada might even affect power generation facilities if they can't fix it. A Dollar Tree in Virginia. The lady went to the store and it was closed due to lack of workers. Then she went back later, a week or so later, and they had another notice on the door, closed until further notice. Lack of workers, it looks like. This is important. Full synthetic oil. I guess there was numerous companies. Now there's only one company making some ingredient, something you need for this synthetic oil. Only one company. And they're going to have massive shortages. And that is a true statement because I had a buddy that just texted me what he's looking for. It is a synthetic oil. He went to a local town that had numerous auto parts store, numerous places you can buy oil. Walmart, there's not one drop in this town of fully synthetic oil. So that is happening already. This person's been in the waste collection industry for 24 years. He's out west in a very big city. And they have garbage trucks that are down, lack of parts. He says eventually it will become a point where they can't pick up trash. Or your trash and pickup might be every few weeks, if they have to extend the routes because of less trucks. This guy's a dump truck hauler. He hauls asphalts. In the area, they have 3 plants they get asphalt from. 2 of those plants are closed. There's only 1 plant left. And he normally works till 5 or 6 o'clock, but now it's 2 to 3. I think there's definitely an asphalt supply problem in that area. Midwest Police Department, helicopters running out of parts. They're limiting the use of the helicopter for only emergencies. All right, let's move down to the south. A diesel shortage for delivery trucks. Let me tell you what happened. The guy that drives the 18-wheeler that hauls diesel and fuel around for gas stations did his route. I guess he came back to the actual pipeline where they have their little facility where they get the fuel out, and they had no more diesel for him, so he couldn't make any more deliveries. I don't know if that was just a temporary thing, a one-day thing, I don't know, but just more reason to be stocked up. This is a commercial kitchen appliance technician in the south. He's hearing that the restaurant managers of all the places he goes to, and he knows the manager because he works closely with them, keeps their equipment up, they're having a very hard time finding products. They even are going to make tons of phone calls, even are looking at Argentina for getting some of these stuff. So major problems. This one, Libby and Green Giant out in the Midwest, manufacturing plant. I would love for someone to confirm this, but rumors are they will be shutting this plant down because of lack of material to put in cans, lack of, I I guess, product. They currently had when this was written, they had 96 semi loads that were already canned, ready to go out. So this is canned vegetables. Are you guys seeing a shortage of canned vegetables? Is there a limiting anywhere? Next and last, medical. This was in the middle part of the country. Supplies that they use for nuclear medicine imaging. Complicated stuff, but they're short something that they need. EKG lead wires shortage, saline shortage, and the hospital is keeping a very close eye on the overtime. They actually have lots of shortages of critical people, but everyone's being watched for overtime, so maybe the hospital's having some financial problems or just watching the bottom line. So there you go, some of the information that was given late last night and today. Keep stocking up, keep preparing. You're not going to be mad that your pantry is full. You're going to be mad that you didn't have a bigger pantry. Thanks for watching.